introduce you to the characters in the show. One says yes, one says no. Decide which voice in your head you can keep alive. Even in madness, I know you still believe. Take me to the camera so I can come. You can never be. I dare you to tell me to walk through the fire. Wear my soul and call me alive. I dare you to tell me to walk through the fire. I dare you to tell me, I dare you to. Hello, are you still chasing the memories in shadows? Some stay young, some grow old, come alive. Their thoughts unclear, you can never hide. Even in madness, I know you still believe. Baby, on canvas, so I become. You can know me. I dare you to tell me to walk through the fire. My soul and call me alive. I dare you to tell me to walk through the fire. I dare you to tell me, I dare you
God bless you all, and thank you very much.
Welcome everybody to Tiger Talks Wrestling for the first time in 2022. We are here today for two special reasons. Obviously, as you've seen, this episode is a tribute to, or in tribute of, Mr. Avery Hogue from BTW, who passed away, unfortunately, this past December, just before Christmas. Had him on here a couple years ago. He was a fun time to talk to. It's one of my shorter episodes, but still I had a blast talking to him and getting to know a little bit more about the boss man of VTW, the boss of the sticks, if you will. But otherwise, we are here today with this man, the prime, Mr. DLo Smith. Welcome back to the show. It's been 4 long years, my man.
Oh man, what's going on, Tony?
Not a whole
Man,
lot.
I'm happy. I got a lot more energy today. I got more energy than last. I did the BD show with you. Had fun, had a blast with that. Man, it's been a long time, Tony. It's been a real long time. Real long time.
Of course, we got Mr. Awesome here as well.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't think of any better way to start this show than to show that tribute video for Mr. Avery Hogue. And You knew Avery better than either one of us did, DLo. Talk us through what kind of a man Avery was and what of a difference he's made for you.
Man, we talking about the boss man. He was a guy that like he loved wrestling. He loved it. When he was in the group chat, man, he always asking, man, when's the next wrestle show? Who I'm about to face, you know? The kind of man Avery was. If I can go back to my debut in BTW Mania, after I was done with Mephisto, I was so down on myself because I know I did horrible. Because I was new. This was my first time stepping into the ring.
Mm-hmm.
When I got out and I was done, I did, my little thing, my head was down. Like, if you look, my head was down. But Avery was right there to, you know what I'm saying, basically lift your head up. He gave me a handshake, you know what I'm saying? That always sticks with me. That's why I changed that to my profile picture, because that's the kind of man Avery was. He really was the boss man.
Yeah. I gotta say, and I had him on here once, and that one time just could tell the kind of person that Avery was, and just all the love and support you see for him over all the social media since he passed away. It's just telling of the kind of guy that he was.
Man, he was a hell of a guy, man. Hell of a guy. Loves to go to church. He'll teach you the word of God to you. He's just a hell of a guy. I feel for Tyler. I've been praying for Tyler because I know how it is. I too lost my grandfather on Christmas Day due to cancer as well. So I feel for Tyler. I got hella empathy for him. I know his pain. So it's just a very tough time. But Avery was a fighter. He can continue to fight, and he's probably kneeing people up there in the good gates of heaven.
Right. Giving them the old Avery a clothesline too.
Avery clothesline, yes. Man, that knee, I marked out for that knee. I forgot which. He was fighting Wolfstalo or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he lined Wolfstalo up. And when I say he gave him that good old knee, I was like, Avery, that need to be your finisher. Like, I was just talking to him like, yo, Avery, that should be your finisher. Because that was I think they call it the stiff knee. I think that's what we called it.
Yes, the stiff knee.
Yeah.
You made a little parody off of it at the time, I do believe.
Yeah, I think I might use that move on Jackass for Avery. I think I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that move on him.
Yeah, I got who you got. Right. I'm sure there'll be plenty of tributes and other things out there for Avery, but I figured that was the best way to start the show. From there, though, we'll move on and talk. Let's pick up where we left off, because as mentioned, the last time we had you on here was 2017. Mm-hmm. And you had a few more things that you've done since then in wrestling-wise.
Correct.
A lot of personal things that I've seen throughout social media, Twitter especially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a lot that happened since 2017. Everybody just gather around, let's follow this road with me. So where we left off was back in 2017, Halloween Hangover. So faced off against the Bad Sons. Fun match. Very fun match. I had fun, had a blast in it. Casey and I did the damn thing in there. Mm-hmm. What was supposed to happen was, though, for that, we was actually supposed to win.
Oh, really?
And then, yeah, we were supposed to win. Yeah, we were supposed to win that match. We were supposed to win. Just certain things, certain things happen, certain things happen, and it just had to be a change of plans. There was a lot leading up to that match too. There was a lot leading up to it. Mm-hmm. But I think at the end of the day, it was still the right move. We lost. Jamal coming out at the end introduced the world to the change. I think that was a badass way of us getting introduced. Um, I think the next we did a couple of indies where we came out together.
Mhm.
No, my wife texted me. Sorry, give me 1 second. Anyway, where we came out together. And it's kind of the thing is when you look back in the change, like we rarely, even Jamal, we talked on it, like we rarely like walked out together, like as a 3-man team. It always just
Mhm.
be me and KC, and then Jamal had his feud with everybody else, but we still like was in this corner, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Helping them out. So I think the change was off to a good start. Really was. And then we had the liberty to feud with Cam.
Yeah.
And once we screwed up Cam, I think it was like turbulence or something like that. We had to screw Cam up from getting the
Yeah, it was that
3
turbulence. You guys screwed him over.
What you say?
I said, yeah, it was that turbulence. You screwed him out of the turbulence briefcase match and helped him all
Yeah.
win.
Yep. And then we feuded and I dropped that. Tony, I don't know if you remember. You remember when I dropped that ether?
Yeah.
I did that shit on purpose because I knew Cam was about to do an interview with you. So I did that on purpose like 5 minutes before he did it. And Cam messaged me. He was like, "Man, you just made me want to go drink." And
Nice.
Also want to keep y'all in mind, Cam never responded back to that. Never.
True.
So, that's the kind of person, what I'm saying, that was like the peak of prime time, you know what I'm saying? That was the peak prime time for me because like that's just if you look at Deion Sanders, how he was as a football player, he talked junk, he get into his opponent's head. So that's what made it so fun feuding with Cam and then later bringing back Drew Hood, the FTC. Right. And so yeah, we had like what was that? A street fight? I think I want to say a tag team street fight.
Street fight, yeah.
Tornado street fight, which the FTC is undefeated at that. So, it was the second loss. And then that's when things went downhill for me. After that point, I think the next pay-per-view, the next show was Reunion.
Yeah.
So for Reunion, off script. So I had to work. So I wasn't able to make it. My job, is being a pain or whatever. So I had told them, hey, I ain't gonna be able to make Reunion on this date, So they X'd me out of there. On Reunion, I was supposed to be like the last 4 in the Rumble.
Oh, really?
Like I missed, Tony. Yeah, I missed out. I missed out on a big push, a very big push. It sucks. It's very unfortunate because like I blame myself. I mean, I don't blame nobody else. I don't, I blame myself for me falling off. Really, I think that's really what happened to me. I fell off bad. I blew it. My time, and I still think on it to this day. And that's why, like, I really been once I got settled in the military, I just been itching to come back. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm in way better shape than what I was 4 years ago. And I feel like I can do a whole lot more, but I'll get into that later. So yeah, that's when I just picture like, hey, just go with my character, me screwing up all the time. Just say I failed a drug test, So that's when they dropped the tweet on the VTW page, like, hey, DLo Smith was suspended for failing a drug test and stuff. So then that's when I think the next one, I think I missed the next 1 or 2 pay-per-views. I think next. I think it was like what, Fury and Quiet Riot. I think I missed.
I think they just went Fury and then to Mania. So
Fury and then to Mania.
Yeah.
It was one or 2. I just know I missed that. I came back for one bitty show. That's when I finally came back from suspension. During that time, that's when it was setting up between the feud between me and KC and stuff. KC wanted to win the head. I mean, it's kind of, I hate that the change broke up like silently. It silently broke up. Like it never like public. Well, I mean, it kind of did because that's when KC like flipped on Jamal, and then he was throwing shots at me at the same time. So that's when it was building up the feud between KC and I. And then I hated that, but I mean KC wanted to lead the yard and go into Indy, so he wanted me to be his last opponent.
Yeah.
Well, me and DLo to be his final opponents. And so Bill was good when I came back. I was fun. I was, hyped up. I was the face again. Yeah, big return. Had a good match with K9, who's KO Mari now. Had fun, very fun with that. It was indoor due to inclement weather. We had to do it in the side, but we still, did what the best we can do with that. Everything was good. It just the day of Mania, I was really sick. Felt like I had like mono, flu. I don't know what the hell I had, and I was just like, I ain't gonna be able to wrestle.
Right.
I mean, if I would have known like the backlash of that, of what happened, I mean, I was just tempted. I would say, fuck it. I know it wouldn't have been like any good. Like I said again, I mean, it wouldn't have been fucking good. I just said, you know what, fuck it, you do your finish on me, and I was going away,
Yeah.
In which I should have did that. It wasn't fair on KC, and I take full blame on it. We talked it out and everything. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't seen like last year, like saw him in the gym about like a year or two ago. But man, we got cool like a month or so afterwards. Just had to had a cool off period. You know what I'm saying? Just cool down. You know.
No, I got
it. And yeah, it was very cool. Everything got cool with that. I think at that point, I had to wait until Best in the Yard to wrestle Adam Anderson. Yeah. So Adam, I mean, that's just kind of person I am. I mean, I know Adam's still gonna be in the game. I think BTW, I think that's when I caught rumor that, BTW is gonna, shut down for a moment. I mean, those guys was going Indy, going to the Indy scene, which I know it's only a matter, you know what I'm saying? Which I know is a bit, I understood it's a business. It's only a matter of time. I should have chose. I mean, I didn't necessarily just choose to go into Indy. Then once BTW ended, I was like, well, I guess I'll just go away from wrestling. And I just went back doing the dumb stuff. I just went back doing dumb stuff afterwards. But let me talk about the match with Adam. The match with Adam was fun, man. It was real fun. Because like the way I set up talking with him was because he like gothic and evil and all that other crap, stuff like that. That's why I was like, hey, say you put a curse on me or something like that, what I'm saying? You're the reason why that everything been going left for me in 2018. Like, cause it was a really bad year for me. 2018 was a really bad year. But yeah, he was like, yeah, cool, only thing I was upset, I mean, it makes sense though. It really made sense. It was just in a match. I feel like Adam was like no selling me like the whole match,
Right.
Like
no, I can see that.
hitting him with my best stuff. But that actually fits Adam though. If I like thinking about it now, just looking at him, because I've been looking at his matches in DPW, and that motherfucker was like he like Mr. Judgment be look like he about to kill this man. Like the moves he hit on the moves he be hitting Adam with, like it looks so like I'm like, how you not dead?
Right.
And I saw one where my uncle power bombed him on the hard ass ground. I was like, damn. I was like, Adam, that was indestructible. But
yeah,
it makes sense now. It makes sense now. So that's what I liked about it. I was like, damn, like DLo's hitting him with his best moves, but it's not working. It's nothing that's working. And that's what I liked about it. And I even told him like, yeah, like I'm gonna lose. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind losing like that. I mean, in a way I do, but I don't. But at that time, I mean, I felt like I was not worthy of winning because of how 2018 went. So that's why I was like, yeah, I want to, make sure you look good. That's why I sell this finisher like that. Just to make sure you look good,
Yeah.
But anything you got to ask, Tony? Anything?
Yeah, I'll get into it in a minute, but first got person in the comments section, Mr. Outlaw himself, DLo. Says, I heard my name. You don't want this, DLo. LOL. Love y'all, guys. Thought I'd stop by.
Heard you. Nah, Mr. Outlaw. Nah, Mr. Outlaw. Nah, it was more so a positive way, man. You should probably check your Twitter, though. Because after the King, I kind of want to go out west. If you know what I mean. I think the prom should go out west.
Nice.
Check it out. After the king is dethroned, I'm going out west.
Gotcha. So you kind of blazed through the shows of VTW wise that you had. Walk us through a little bit more.
I'm missing out a lot.
Yeah. Walk us through a little bit more of that feud you guys had with Cam, though, and especially the match, that Tornado street fight with Cam and Drew, because that match, I was just kind of skimming through it a little bit ago. That was a pretty long-ass match.
Man, oh my gosh. It was, it's just any other, like, it was just really like that original Extreme match, you know what I'm saying? With Drew being back, we wanted to make sure that Drew looked good,
Right.
The table spots, it was meant for like me and KC to go through the motherfuckers, but like I guess we did like an audible during we did like a damn audible during the match. It was like, screw it, we'll just, go through and everything like that. That elbow on Drew Hood, man, that should be like that elbow, man. That was the most beautiful elbow I ever done. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful just thinking about looking at it. Man, it was a fun match, man. It was a very fun match. But the feud with Cam, it was like, I feel like I'm missing out so much, man. The feud with Cam, man, it really put us up there, though. Casey and I, interchanged as well. I look at it more so like an honor, you know what I'm saying? Because Cam's a legend to the game. He's being a legend to the indie scene right now. It's just like well, I'll go into that later, but it was just more so like, man, for it being a long ass match, man, I guess it's just part of being that Tornado, tag. I mean, it was the first match, we just had to open it up and kill it, make sure it just Drew looked good. But looking back, I mean, we could have shortened it up a little bit, just polish it up. I mean, of course, everything, but I mean, it's the backyard, it's a hardcore match, anything goes. That's just how we was looking at it,
I mean, obviously you could tell at the end that the ropes, that was the time that VTW had the ropes, the ring, and they were having issues with getting the ropes tight, and you could kind of tell that with the was it choke slam or whatever you want to call it. That
with the finisher?
Yeah,
I think that was a what's a rock bottom mixed with a talking about the finish at the end?
Yeah, the finish at the end of the match.
Yeah, that was funny, man. I was talking to KC. He was like, "Yeah, fuck that. You're taking the finish." Man, if you look at all the old change matches, I take the finish at the end every time. Yeah, KC was like, "Nah, fuck that. You taking the finish."
He wasn't all about it.
I
said he wasn't all about it. He didn't want nothing to do with any of that.
Oh, nah.
DLo follows up with, about to say, definitely don't want to have to gear up a shotgun kick for you. But DLo is definitely the future of wrestling and has come a long way.
Nah, man, ain't nothing yet. I'm still studying at the moment, but once I'm there, I'll be there, man. That's you, man. That's you, DLo, man. You the legend to this shit. I learned a lot from you. I remember you helped me out SCW, that shit show, but hey, you still came down. We still had a match, man. Nobody knows about that either, really, like that. Me and DLo actually have crossed paths before. You know, that's before he was the outlaw. You know, that was very fun, man. Just with him, like he really would guide you through. You know what I'm saying? Like just
Mhm.
literally guide you through. Like it's really cool, and they'll flow with the match as well. That's the type of person like DLo is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He'll literally guide you through.
Well, I'm sure another guy probably would be interested in having a match with if you ever got the chance to. At some point, would be another guy that you mentioned before. The last time we had you on here was one of your trainers, of course, the man of war himself, Dustin Reagan, who does say he's retired, but also did mention when I had him on here last show that I had an interview, there might be some ways that he could get pulled back out of retirement.
Oh yeah, coach. That's what I call him, coach.
Yeah.
Actually, man, nobody knows about this. I did have a match with Dustin,
Hmm.
but it's when I was in training.
Right.
It was when I was still getting trained up, and I did so bad that they didn't want to put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did very horrible that match. And I mean, looking back at it, like at Mania,
Hmm.
looking back at it, I just wasn't ready. Like I'm cool to admit that. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I just wasn't ready, and I felt like
Right.
on me, I should have told the fellas that what, I'm not really ready right now. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready to step out there. I just wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm glad that you can see it's still up there, and I can like you can show like later on the pay per views that I improved somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Improving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? I only like they told me, I was like, only way I can go is up at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here. Only way I can go is up. You know.
Hmm.
And that's when matter of fact, speaking of Tyler, I mentioned Tyler earlier. I don't know why I breezed through this. Um, that's when we feuded. I remember feuding with the Bad Sons, and that week, I was just down on myself. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm not getting it. I feel like I'm not getting it. I feel like I'm just not getting it. I messaged Tyler. That's when I had my match with Tyler. Tyler was like, um, yeah, we can have a match together. He helped me put me. Tyler helped me put me over a lot. It was the match. I don't know if you remember Tony. It's the match where Tyler threw me on the ring post and I bumped for him. It looked like my ankle like shredded.
Oh
It was
yeah.
that. It was
I
that. It was
remember
that
that.
match.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's why I went on that rant. I went on that rant afterwards for a reason. Like it wasn't really like what I'm saying. It wasn't as a rant, but it was just more so like fired up. Like, yeah, I belong here in VT. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That was more so like it. I mean, that was a little bit off script, but yeah, I went on that rant for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to prove a point. And that's when it really awakened prime time. You know what I'm saying? That really, that's what lit a fire in me. That match right there. And I think Tyler, man. I think Tyler Ford. And just like him, that's why you can tell, man, Tyler's a good dude. Outside of the feud with the Bad Sons and everything, Tyler's a very good dude, man. And I'm thankful for him for helping me out.
Right. Of course, you mentioned earlier you took the finish usually for just about every match that you and KC had. You took the finish in that one too, a Canadian Destroyer with a stick kick, pretty much from Ecstatic.
Yeah. See, where I positioned, I mean, I was trying to. It was raining, so I was trying to get in the
Right.
middle. And then Tyler was sliding at the same time. And then Static was just like, fuck it, I'm going to hit the ropes. So
Mm-hmm.
Static already hit the ropes at that point, kicked me. I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going back. But yeah, I was trying to get in the middle. But I mean, Tyler adjusted, finally got in the middle. But yeah, that was a very fun match. Yeah, that was a very fun match as well.
So since we're on the topic of Halloween Hangover, though, I'd be remiss if I don't bring up the fact that the last time I had you on here, we all know who interrupted you. You had a conversation not with just Nevon McDonald, but also with his father, Nevon. it was leading up to Halloween Hangover, and we seen Novin versus Dustin Reagan in that casket match. What was it like for you to be there to see that match in person, for one, and the outcome that happened with it?
All right, so Novin, my uncle, my dear uncle, man. It's like any other person, man. Like Novin don't strike no fear in me, man. Novin don't strike no fear. He strike fear with everybody else, but he don't strike no fear with me. See him going against the Man of War, Dustin. Man, it was breathtaking. Like it was more so like it was that stare. It was like that feel you got like when you remember Rock versus Hogan when they're staring each other down, like saying that big match feel. It was like that. It was hard hitting, very hard hitting. I don't know if you remember. There's a meme of me. I had my beats on and I was like this.
Yeah.
That was because that was because the finisher of that match, like how when Dustin hit Novin across the head with the guitar, I was like,
yeah.
Okay, I crap like it, it hurt. Like I was like,
right?
But,
looked like it hurt.
Man, it was a very hard hitting match, like very hard hitting. I think Novin got busted up, if I'm not mistaken, in that match as well. Yeah, Novin got busted up real bad. So that's just Dustin. Like Dustin don't fuck around. He do not fuck around. Them European uppercuts in the corner, he do not fuck around with that. Like he don't.
That's definitely had to bring that one up because I know you and Novin kind of went over there, talked a little bit about that match on the last show. So
yeah, Mr. Awesome. Novin don't strike no fear with me, man. Nobody. You should know that nobody strikes fear in the prime. Like that's just me. You know this. His jackass of a son definitely don't strike no fear. He's gonna understand why I'm the dominant cousin. They will learn that. They're gonna learn that one day.
Damn.
Anything. Look, Mr. Awesome, come on now. He got an ether brewing too, just like his jackass of a son. They both got ethers brewing. I'll ether both of them. It's gonna be an ether family reunion. Matter of fact, I should do that one day. An ether family reunion. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh boy.
Wait and see. Oh boy, yeah.
I mean, if we remember the story of Novin, I'm pretty sure he knows a thing or two about ether as it is. I'm pretty sure that's how Novin poisoned his father to begin with. Oh boy.
Look, that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to poison me. But you see me, I'll be in the A. Look, only thing you can poison me is take me away from the gym. And as y'all can see, I've been in the gym. I've been working.
Yeah. See that. So off that topic, pretty much went through your VTW career now. Is there any, well, I'm sure plenty of things that you wish you could go back and change or maybe redo at some point in time, if you could? Or more people.
So looking back on it, man, like honestly, my record, even my record as a singles wrestler and our record and the change as well, it wasn't that pretty at all. I think you can count on one hand how many wins we got with the change, and that's one thing about it. Like I wish I probably would like addressed it more. Like, I mean, I wish we could have won a little bit more. But I mean, I think we was like the only heel tag team at the time, so we always had to, we had, and which I understand. I mean, it's the business, what I'm saying. Years later, I'm understanding the business side of wrestling, but it's just and that's kind of like, and then with me, I kind of wanted to lead the change, like myself, because like I was just tired of losing. It just got to me, a lot. But I had fun. But at the same time, like I was thinking, man, I had a lot of fun. Like I really had a lot of fun as a heel. Like that was the most
Mhm.
fun I ever had. Matter of fact, Aaron even told me, he was like, "You play a damn good heel." Like, if anything, like he was kind of like hinting, like, "Yo, heel is probably your way," versus a face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, if I can change back, I probably stayed a heel role. You know, um, it it's just like when people told me it's like my theme song is just more so it's really a face song. My theme song is like because it's really meant for a face. It ain't really meant for a
Yeah.
heel. Um, versus like the change, like when we came out with the change, like that fits us. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I wish I would have changed back playing a heel role. Change that. Then I'll probably go back. I wish I would have showed up for Mania. I mean, if I would have known like that's one of the last pay per views of VTW at that time, I'd
Right.
have showed up for it. I showed up for it. Fuck it. Just at least try do something. Maybe I would have never know. You never know. I was down to myself. I was being negative, playing. Hey, I don't think it would have been good if I would have showed. But I mean, you never know. Maybe I would have. Maybe we could have worked some. Maybe I should have just trusted. I should have just trusted KC as a wrestler. I should have just trusted KC. But like, he can make something work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I should have did.
Yeah.
So I wish I would have changed that. It then stayed into wrestling at that time in 2018. Like I wish I would have just, uh, when those guys went Indy, went and trained with Cam some more, went to Cam's training sessions, keep wrestling, instead of just, taking a break for, a couple years, jumping back into it, and I'm catching up now. But that's the things I really would change.
Right. To talk about Cam, how big of a difference did Cam you feel make to the VTW roster when he moved to VTW from living up in New York for UW?
Man, it was shocking. Like I didn't think Cam would come down here, to the Carolinas, Like I didn't. It shocked me, but at the same time, it boosted the brand a lot.
Right.
Like versus I don't want to mean disrespect his old production. What was it?
UWE?
What was it? What was it? UWE? Yeah,
UWE.
UWE. Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching them as well. Like, that's before I joined VTW and just watching UWE. I mean, he was the man up there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yep.
Him, Everett was holding it down, the whole roster, and I saw that they come down to VTW as well. I didn't think Cam would jump ship down, but he did, and it boosted the brand a lot, like a whole lot.
Mhm.
I don't think he ever got a chance to hold the VTW belt either.
No, I don't think he
I
held
think it
any
was just
gold
like
before.
when I got there, it was like when I got there, it was like Dustin, Zach, Kevin, then Jamal to close it up. If I'm not mistaken, that was just my whole time there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Cam would at least win it. I thought Cam would at least win it at least like once or twice.
Right.
Yeah, that VTW title has eluded Cam to this day.
That it has.
But the future remains to be written. You never know.
Oh, what happened?
You never know if
My
Cam
bad. You
will.
got cut out a little bit.
Oh, I said, you never know. The future could be written. Cam could become VCW champion. You never know.
Oh yeah, I believe it, especially with VTW being back. Like, man, you really never know at all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That last pay-per-view was very beautiful, especially with Tyler coming out with Avery and stuff, man. That was a very beautiful pay-per-view.
You mentioned how you kind of went away for a little while. When you did come back, you didn't come back alone. You had PK as your manager, partner, whatever you want to call him at that point in time. What was it like to have him in your corner at that point in time? And I mean, he was there with you. He was there, but went to the back during your match with Adam at Best in the Yard 4.
Yeah. Man, it was fun having my boy PK back, man. Like I said, I had what I had planned on doing if VTW was stayed around. I planned on bringing the clan to VTW.
Oh, nice.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
I was trying to bring the clan into VTW to keep the tag team role going. PK was getting trained up in the ring to be in the ring. Um, he was just gonna come out with me until then, until he ready. I was gonna do things a little different with him. I wanted him to actually, be ready before he come out. We tag team together.
Yeah.
So that was the original plan. But you know what I'm saying? Like things change, you know what I'm saying? Like it's part of the business, Afterwards in 2018, well, I'll close out that, but um I'll go on the rest in 2018 afterwards. But yeah, it was good having PK there. I wish we could have just had the clan. I wish we could have bring the clan back because that's what I wanted to do.
Right. That, of course, was in 2018, that match with Adam. We were talking about from Big
Hmm.
Four.
Yeah.
Back in the Yard 4 wasn't necessarily the greatest production-wise when they released it, but did have some pretty good
Hmm.
matches, and you guys had one of them on there.
Oh yeah. That was a whole headache, man. I think one dude was tripping about I don't know, everything. Everybody was just tripping about the commentary and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, but that was that's when everybody was going indie, anyways. So, but
Right.
they just
That
wanted
was
to
one of them
drop
feeling
some,
pretty much.
production out. Hmm.
So I'm glad they got to rectify that with Best in the Yard 5, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, if you want to talk about the rest of the
Oh yeah,
2018, how it went for you, you can go ahead and do that before we move on, though.
yeah. So, 2018, earlier that year, I lost my grandmother, and then a little bit later in October, I lost my stepfather as well. So that's when I was really I was really just sad as hell, man. I was really at a sad time in my life. Um it was so bad, man. Aaron was looking, Aaron called, he said, man, I saw your tweets, man. Seeing you on Facebook, dog. I'm really checking on you. I'm really worried. Aaron Jones called me. He was worried about me. He was
Yeah.
worried, um at that same time, that's when I decided to make that switch and go into the military. I decided to go in the Air Force. I signed up for it. 2019, sworn in. Then I got shipped off. I was in Texas. I was in Texas during that whole time. When I got back home, back to the Carolinas, guess who called me again? Aaron. He called me saying, how much he was proud of me, you know, how much I changed in just 1 year, becoming a man, you know. And like I said, man, that's why, Aaron and I always, we've been real cool, even when I first started, I call him boss man for a reason. I call him boss man, Avery's the boss man, but I call him the big boss man, because he might be the big boss man.
Right? Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's one guy, I'm thankful of, too, as well. I'm thankful for all of them, but I'm thankful for, Aaron Jones, Aaron, he called and check on me,
Right.
but yeah, that's how things went, for me as well. So I had a very bad dark side, very bad. I was like, man, can things get any worse, for me, but that's how really 2018 went. It was just the worst year. It's really the worst year of my life. There was some bright. There was some, left. That's when I fell off on. I fell off on wrestling. Lost my grandma. Lost my stepdad. Yeah. 2018 was really tough for me. I mean, tough for me, Tony. Real tough for me.
Yeah. So, sounds that way. Glad you made it through it, then. We're all glad.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah. So moving along, 2020 would bring us a lot of things, but included would be the return of VTW for one show at least.
Mhm.
What was your thoughts, opinions of seeing that BTW was returning for one, and then what did you think of the show overall?
Shit, I'm ready to come back. That's one. I'm ready. I'm trying to work my ass off to get back on the show. You know, man, and it's cool seeing new faces on there as well. Like this dude, guys. You know what I'm saying? New faces, new opportunities. You know, Jamal made an appearance back on there. You know, Dustin made an appearance back on there. You know, so that's when like I tried to jump back. That's when I was like, you know, I'm gonna jump back into it. I'm gonna get trained up. Recently, I've been down here in Alabama. Went through Pro South Wrestling. It's down here in Alabama. And then also now I'm getting trained up. My trainer is Lucha Lacor. He's head, you know, he's a wrestler for Combat Pro South Wrestling as well. That's who's been training me up. So seeing BTW back, I mean, it made me happy. You know what I'm saying? I can, whenever I'm home, I can go up there and see the fellas, you know, maybe work a match or two, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I'm called up if I'm booked, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also, you know, I'm trying to do things down here in Alabama as well, where I'm stationed at.
It's good. All right. So I'd be remiss if we don't talk about it, so I got to bring it up. We seen Best in the Yard 5 last year, and it's first Best in the Yard actually in 3 Best in the Yards. Can't say 3 years, but that you've not been a part of.
Yeah.
What was it like for you on the sidelines, kind of to be watching it and seeing some of those guys that you've gotten to know quite well have pretty good showings at that show?
Oh man, like I said, man, I mean it's part of the business. They have their they just had their guys already, you know, set up, you know, planned in, you know. I'm happy for them, man. I'm glad they killed it. You know what I'm saying? The production on there was amazing, you know.
It was.
Just seeing it from the sidelines, man, you know, I was more so happy rooting it on, watching. I watched it all the way from the beginning to the end. I was hoping for DLo to change his theme song back to his old one, because that one's for the culture. But
right,
man, like I said, man, Novin, even though I hate his son, I kind of hate him. Novin and Kay, they killed it. They stole it. I stick by it. I die on that hill, man. They stole it. They stole the show.
That too.
They stole it. I hate, you know, everybody else was good, but man, they stole it.
Yeah, we definitely did. I agree. Well, I would ask what you'd think if they had another Best in the Yard, but obviously we knew that one was the last one, but maybe they'll have something else in the future there's been talk of. Obviously, you went 1-1 at Best in the Yard, winning the pre-show Battle Royal and then losing to Adam.
Actually, you know who I really got to be thankful to for that? Actually, I wanted to wait until after Best in the Yard to pitch this. Well, to say this, but Yankee actually pitched to me to win that Red Rumble.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, Yankee. Yeah, I got to thank Yankee on that one. Yankee, the one that gave me that boost. He was like, "Yeah, this will be good for you." You know what I'm saying? This will be good for you. You know, your push. You know what I'm saying? And he always been you know, he always had high hopes. You know, a high expectation for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Aaron used to tell me, you know what I'm saying, like Yankee asked about you. Yankee was like saying, "How you doing?" You know, and he was like, "Yeah, he believes in you." You know, Yankee believed in me. You know what I'm saying? I owe that to him, you know.
Definitely. It's good to hear about Yankee, knowing that side of it.
Man, he is in amazing shape now. We was talking about that. Oh my God. In a span of a year too, at that. Like,
right.
Man, Yankee, when you see this, man, please send me your workout plan, because man, I'm trying to bulk up, but shit, man.
Right.
That guy is in amazing shape. Like,
he has
amazing shape.
Definitely night and day in the year.
Right.
Mr. Awesome had dipped video wise for a little bit. He said he probably will be back at some point. But he does say before VTW returned with popular demand, did you hear of any VTW return talks before that?
BTW return talks before then?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I talk to the fellas every now and again. Not necessarily. I haven't heard no talks about it before then. I mean, it shocked me. I mean, I didn't know they was coming back with it. When I saw that thumbnail, I saw the hype video for it. I was like, oh man, VTW coming back. And I'm glad, man. Man, those fellas, man, like I said, when Aaron told me the story about BTW, man, it'd been around for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And the originals, you know, Tyler, Zach, Aaron, and Avery and Static. You know, all those guys, they're the originals, you know what I'm saying? And they should, I hope they can keep it going for years to come. I hope BTW be around when my son and my daughter grow up. You know what I'm saying? I hope they be around then. You know what I'm saying? I would love that. That's when I will officially be done with wrestling. When I see my son and my daughter go down that ramp and go step into that ring, carry the Prime name, the Prime and the Smith name going. That's when I'll leave. I'll be done.
Yes.
I'll be officially done wrestling forever.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Take us back a little bit to the last time you were on back in 2017. You said at that point in time, I did the segment where I do an elimination chamber match. You'd pick your opponents, tell me who you'd eliminate last to win the match. At that time, you picked Aaron Jones, K9, Chase Bridges, Yankee, and Dustin Reagan. Would you change any of those 5 guys now?
I'll probably switch Yankee out. Gotta do massive and he'll kill me. I'll switch Yankee out with Jackass. Put so throw Jackass in the mix, and then I hit him with his guitar at the end.
Ooh, nice. Here you go. Oh, it's
no. See,
things never change.
Nah. In all seriousness, yeah, just switch Yankee out with Nevon, and then let us two be the final ones. And I hit it with his guitar at the end. And I got a special message for Nevon at the end. Speaking of him, I got a very special message for him, Tony. Very special.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that.
Make sure I don't forget. Very special.
I'll remind you. So at that time, you also picked for a best in the yard match, if it was to be like a WrestleMania, you picked Cameron Jackson would be who you'd want to face for VTW World Championship. So that's part of why I say, well, some things never change, because you mentioned earlier that was one thing that eluded Cam that you would like to see happen.
Yeah. Man, if I'm ever blessed enough, man, I actually want to switch out Cam with K. Man, I'm actually a triple threat. Actually, me, Cam, and K. Like, I'm so impressed by K, man. I saw he's a champion for his promotion now too. Like, man, that kid is special. That kid is very special. And that's why I can't wait until like I get food when I'm like really ready and there. And I can't wait. I'm eager. I really can't wait to see what K can do now. Because K can do a whole lot more than versus what he did 4 years ago. Like, he was doing a lot then, but he can do a whole lot more now.
Yeah.
And we already know Cam. We already know what Cam brings to the table. Like, that's God for a reason. That's God for a reason. But and that's why, and that's the same thing I want to bring back once I step back in the ring. That's why I want to do the same thing. I want to show that what I learned, these past couple of months. What I learned.
Right. So we know who you want on the horizon, But is there anybody in, let's go first, BYW or YouTube wrestling, whatever you want to call it, that you'd like to step in the ring with that you haven't gotten the opportunity to?
After of course after Jackass, I definitely want to go out west. I want the Outlaw. So that's 2. 3, I want I got to get my revenge on Adam. That's coming. I got to get my revenge on Adam.
Yeah.
4, I definitely want who do I want? That's another person I want. Good. Oh yeah. I definitely want Aaron. During my whole time at VTW, man, I never had one interaction or one, not even a stare down with Aaron. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like how Triple H and Rey Mysterio, like, you know how they never like faced off, never like,
right.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Throw Aaron in the mix.
Yeah.
5, of course, K. I ain't say K already, right? Yeah, 5, I definitely want K. And then after that, I want Static. Static brings out the best in me, so I want a Static.
One-on-one, since you haven't gotten that opportunity yet.
But Static? No, I faced Static 1-on-1 before.
Oh, in a while.
In a while, yeah, in a while, yeah.
It's a long while. We kind of talked a little bit about Best in the Yard 5. I do want to talk a little bit more about it, though. We'd seen there was a lot of guys on there that were newer to the VTW community, I would imagine, and channel, especially since it was on the NUW channel. You had Johnny Reed losing to D-Lock. You mentioned D-Lock, somebody you'd want to be in the ring with. I could see you and Johnny tearing things down too, but Johnny's easy to be with anybody.
Johnny Reed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That man can flip, man. He
can.
I love talking to him. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Whenever the fellas come back down, man, I'll holler at Johnny. I'll holler at DLo too. I'll holler at any one of them. You know.
Right.
Yeah, I love to go. I love to go up against Johnny, hit him with my elbow one good time. You know.
There you go. You want to get your opinions on the since you are a previous winner of a battle royal at Best in the Yard. Get your opinions on the battle royal that we've seen at Biddy 5. And the people that were in it were the Blaze.
Well, see, the thing is, the Blaze ain't really no winner because I wasn't in there to properly defend my battle royal medal. So let me just throw that on out there. I'm still technically the winner. I'm still winning. The Prime always win.
Gotcha. I had the Blaze in there. You had Chase Bridges making his return.
Yeah, man. Old Chase stepped back in, man. That was real dope.
Yeah, he was in there until he got dumped out by Jason Atlas.
But that was good. It was good seeing Chase in, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. He
had Becca Blair in there, the former Mrs. Daniels.
Yeah. She stepped in the ring as well. Tried to get her revenge on Yankee. That went a little left.
A little?
That went a little left for her, but
yeah. She suffered the same fate she did at Biddy 5, or Biddy 4 rather. 3. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it was crazy seeing that too.
Yeah,
it's crazy seeing that in person too.
Would imagine that it had to have been. Because we've never seen anything like that in this part of the community anyways, before that. Of course, she also had in that Battle Royal Hellhound, Zach Romig, who, by the looks of it, is going to be a part of VTW going forward, from what I've seen too.
Yeah. Man, he's good too, man. I'd love to see him and K go 1-on-1 too, man. Like man, Zach remind me of so many people. Like he give you like that Brian Kendrick vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah.
He's just like, man, he's like unlimited. He got like a limited skill set that he can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I mean, it's not just because he uses the same finisher as Brian Kendrick either. He just he is reminiscent.
No, not even all. I mean, that fits. That honestly, that finisher fits him
It does
a
finish
lot.
quite well.
Yeah, that finisher fits him a lot. Like that, honestly, before I even saw him wrestle, I was like, I bet money that his finisher is Brian Kendrick's finisher. Well, not even like Brian Kendrick's finisher, but similar to it.
Right, similar to the sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the other guys in there, Alan Reed, Johnny's brother, Johnny Reed's brother. Jason Atlas had a Navy Van Calvin. What were you saying?
Oh no, I ain't saying nothing.
Guy you're familiar with, Adam Anderson, who had a decent showing in that battle royal. So he got dumped out by the Blaze.
Yeah.
And then we had the three gimmick guys in there: Winnipeg Warrior, Black Bullet, and Clunk, of course.
Oh God, Clunk. Wait, I predicted Clunk will come back.
Yeah, you did.
I think I predicted that. Yeah. I think I predicted that. Yeah. Clunk reminds me a lot, man. If you I think he dropped a Facebook video how to properly do a headlock or something, or how to wrestle. He said he taught Arn Anderson how to wrestle.
Sure. Sounds about right. No, I'd still say Navy Van Calvin actually was one of the guys that stood out the most to me in that match. Somebody new to me, anyways. But
oh yeah,
it was nice to see Joseph Everhart on that card as well, seeing him get a chance at a biddy show.
Yeah, man. I'm glad. I'm glad him and Drew was able to shake things. I'm glad they was able to close the door. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the right way to do it. Finish it out in the ring. That's another matter of fact. That's another guy that like changed dramatically. This one, Drew. Drew's big as hell now, like muscle wise.
Right. Well, no, I know. I've seen the pictures, seen the videos.
Man, I took his Cam gave me Cam. Well, it was from Cam though, but I took a BR boot from him from Cam, and he got me right here on the cheek, and I literally, no exaggeration, I literally did a flip. Like that's how fucking painful that. Well, not even painful, but that's how like powerful that move is.
Right.
Taking a BR boot from him like that.
Yeah. Can imagine. We also had Zach and Judgment had a match. Seeing the Wright brothers debut against the Bad Sons and give them something the Bad Sons haven't gotten a whole lot of, and that's a loss, was kind of a little bit shocking. Even though
that shocked me. Hey, that shocked me.
Right.
That shocked me because the Bad Sons you can believe you me when I tell you the Bad Sons is difficult to beat. That shocked me. That shocked the hell out of me. Man, because in Halloween Hangover, man, we was giving them everything they got, man. They hard to beat.
Yeah, there was mention that you guys that gave them the fight of their lives pretty much at that point, and they just won by the skin of their teeth. So I can believe that.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was a pretty lucky win, but if you go back to it, man, I think we'll win. Especially where KC looks now too. I think we'll win. We'll give him a hell of a fight.
There you go. Well, maybe it's something. We'll see something worse down the line. Who knows?
Oh yeah, man. I haven't. Man, like, I was talking to Jamal, man. I want to change to come back. Like I hope. I mean, it's like a 5% chance though, but I love to change to come back, man. Like for real, I had fun. I really had fun with that. I had fun being in there. It gave me a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what is that?
So Jamal/Corey now has quite a bit of a different character, so as to speak, from back then too. So.
Yeah. I still see him as Jamal. I mean, I call him. Went to school together, but I call him Corey at times. But I still see him as Jamal though.
Right. I kind of
Hey,
did.
give me
too.
1 sec. Give me 1 second, Tony. I got to step
Yeah.
off real quick.
Well then, you guys are enjoying the show. Probably not going to go a whole lot longer here. If there's anything you guys want to put in the comment section if anybody's in there. You can type in anything, any questions, any comments, anything about either the show that we're doing here, anything to DLo, or you can mention anything, any of your favorite moments from with Avery Hoke as well, since we've been talking a little bit about Avery as well throughout the show. And I'm going to get probably one more thing from DLo on Avery as well. You mentioned Novin Keomari, so I'll just get his thoughts on Yankee and Aaron and the main event from Biddy 5 as well when he gets back.
All right, I'm back, Tony.
Welcome back. So, on the topic of Biddy 5, the other two matches that we didn't mention was just Yankee and Aaron, two guys that you said you want to get in the ring with at some point in time. And, of course, the main event that happened there as well. Both were one better than the other match-wise, but interesting matches on the show. Asked you about backyard wrestlers. How about any pro wrestlers if you get up to indies and going through the pros? Somebody that you'd like to, some guys you'd like to step in there with.
Yeah, there's some guys at Pro South that I love to tangle up with is Roman Miller. Also Ace Haven. I took a few lessons from him as well. Very cool guy. Him and his wife. What else? Another guy named Reynolds as well. He's like another swole. He's like another like swole guy there.
Mm-hmm.
And I got bigger as well, and I just want to tangle up with him just cause to see what his strength is at, you know.
Yeah.
And then but there's a couple of pro guys I let them face off with. And then that's other promotion. Who I'm training with under Lucha now. I think his name is Brasslin. On Brasslin, Brasslin. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. That's about it really. I'm still learning a few guys. I'm still learning the ropes here, you know what I'm saying? Once I get comfortable, you know, I'll be ready. But recently I actually I kind of like I didn't. It's not necessarily. I guess you can't necessarily call it a debut, but I just worked as a manager for Lucha. That's about it at AWF, Alabama Wrestling Federation. But that's really about it. That's kind of like semi me being on the scene. I just worked as a manager. I took a finisher at the end from Ray Fury. Look him up as well. He was just recently appeared on AEW. I think he did like the dark match or something like that.
Right.
But I took an elbow. I took a frog splash elbow from him.
Nice.
I'll send you that clip. I'll send you that clip later, man. It was very fun.
All right, sounds good. Funny little thing. You mentioned Alabama is where you're at and getting your starts in indie wrestling. We know a certain other guy who got a start, part of a start in Alabama as well. Somebody you haven't really crossed paths with that much.
Hey, I don't want to cross paths with that man. No.
You don't want
to. Yo, when I said Christmas Chaos, I was scared that Cam was going to throw a curveball and bring him back instead of Drew.
That would have been interesting. That's for sure.
It would have messed everything up because it would have messed everything up because we thinking, man, it's Drew Hood, you know, everybody Drew Hood, then boom, hear that big time. I'm like, oh no. No, I love my ankle. I love my ankle. I love my ankle attached to my body. I love it. I don't want my ankle or my leg gone. I'm good. But nah, Mike is a good man. Man, I love Mike. Yeah, he's a good, cool guy talking to. Recently married. So congratulations to you, Mike. If you see this,
He may at some point. Usually catches the shows at some point.
They catch the replay. Yeah. I noticed the first interview caught a lot of views from the replays and stuff.
Yeah, I seem to get a lot more replay views. But I'll take whatever I can get.
Yeah, it's all good.
Better when
hit
you
the
get
like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Spread the
hit the like, hit that little bell to know when we're live.
Yeah. And then also I'm gonna throw my cash up too. So if y'all can just throw some money in the cash.
Oh, if we're throwing that. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta throw your cash out. You gotta throw your cash out too.
Yeah, sure. So last time I had you on definitely was different than this time for what we used, because we used Google Hangouts pretty much back then.
Yeah.
What do you think of the layout for StreamYard here that we're using these days?
StreamYard, it's a whole lot smoother, a whole lot better than what it was. Hopefully we don't get no see, one thing about Google Hangout, hopefully we don't get no more interruptions from certain jackass. I see he's not jumping on here this time. So
yeah, no, he's a little bit busy. He's at AEW right now. So
yeah. Yeah, see, he's scared. He's learning. He's trying to learn a trick or two. What do you think he's going to use on me? So that's why he's gone. That's why. But yeah, I love the StreamYard. It's better. It's a whole lot better. I don't have no interruptions this time.
Right. But no, like I said, he is at AEW with it being in Newark, New Jersey. That's where he was heading today.
Okay.
So he wouldn't have been able to be a part of this, but.
Hey, I'm just gonna embarrass him. I was just gonna embarrass him on the StreamYard. I was gonna embarrass him like I did last time. And like I said, Devon, you're gonna have to use 2 guitars, 3 guitars, 4 guitars. It don't matter how many guitars you can do, because I'm always gonna get back up. I'm gonna rise up like your jackass of a father, get back up and laugh at your face. Because you know why, Devon? You're a joke. He's a joke. As simple as put. He's a joke.
Well, that match is over 4 years in the making. If we ever get the chance to see it.
Look here, Tony. It's 4 years in the making, and he's still keeping me waiting. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. He's making me wait. I've been ready. Tony. I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym putting the weights on, heavy set weights, everything, training, doing it all. What's Demond doing? Getting his ass whooped by Aaron. So I ain't worried about no damn. Look, I ain't worried about. I'm not worried about Nevon.
You've been in the gym. He's been in the ring.
I'm not worried about Nevon. Look, I've been in a. I got some ring action too. It's not, I've been in the ring too though.
Yeah.
So you got to realize that I've been in the ring too. But yeah, granted, he has though. He has. I'm just not stepping back in. So you got a good point though. He has.
No.
But can he keep up with me? Can he keep up with me? My cardio is good. My cardio is good. I run 2 miles a day. Work out 2 hours. I'm good. I'm good this way. I'm going to fold him. I'm going to break him. I'm going to take something. I'm going to take something from him that is dire to him. I'm going to take something from him that he can never, ever get back once it gets to me. I'm going to take his spirit. I'm going to take his last name. And Devon, I'm going to take your title. I want your title. If you cannot, matter of fact, if I can't win that title from you, I'll leave. I'll be gone. I'll be at your hair forever. I'm issuing this challenge right here, Nevon, right now. I want you to listen to this. I want you to understand this. You're going to drink your 2 little shots. Matter of fact, no, you're going to take your 2 little bitch drinks, get drunk, get faded, whatever. That's just you. But I'm listening. But listen, I'm taking your title from you. Simple as that. It's not a joke. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing too difficult that you can't understand. All right. That's the challenge right here, Tony. I'm doing it on your show. I'm challenging Nevon right now. I want him. I want him to listen to this once he gets sober off his 2 drinks, maybe 1. He's a lightweight. That's why I'm gonna handle him. He's a lightweight.
All right.
So once you're done drinking, answer my challenge. Answer the phone. I can call him right now. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you something. Tony.
Go for it.
Let me show you something real quick. What's this say right here?
It says Nevon McDonald.
You people at NUW, this is y'all champion. This is y'all champion. Don't want to answer. This is y'all champion. This is y'all champion. I thought champions answer call. Oh my God.
What the hell is going on?
Oh my God.
What the hell? Oh, you on Tony podcast right now, bro?
Now he want to answer, ladies and gentlemen. Now he want to answer.
Look, I know what up, Tony. What up?
Hey, Nevon.
Now he want to answer.
Or dark right now.
Dark right now. But look, I want you to listen to this replay. Nevon. You a chump. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to take your title. I'm going to take it simple as that, all right?
Well, all right, let me see.
Let you see.
Let me see. You said you got a replay or something. What you think?
You said a replay what? I'm on the live. We doing this right now.
We are live as can be.
Live as can be. He answered. See, any other time. See, y'all see this? Any other time he don't want to answer. What?
Don't make me put you up against Felix. That's what you need to get.
Put you up against Felix.
You want me so bad. Since you want my championship, I'm over here at AEW. I just got here, damn it. And here you come call.
Come call.
I tell you one thing. But don't tell me. Prime time, I accept. But only with one stipulation. You put your career on the line. My NUW championship versus your career. Title versus career. You got the guts. You got the guts, prime time.
Like I said, if I can't wash you, I will be gone from you forever, cousin. I'll be gone from you forever. And look what you got on. Look what he has on, ladies and gentlemen. Look what he has on. He's a fan. Nevon McDonald is a fan of the Prime. Y'all see it. Nevon McDonald is scared of the Prime. He's a fan of the Prime. What?
And if you somehow survive that food and your mango face get on up, you're going to have to face the music. Because I'm going to hit you with that royal tuner and it's going to be all over for you. Do you accept or what? I ain't got all this time to be on here. Do you accept?
Yeah, I accept, Nevon. And guess what? I'll see you in hell. And I'm going to meet you. And I'll meet you in hell, Nevon. I'm going to meet you in hell. Bye. Challenge accepted. He finally accepted the challenge.
He did.
About time. I had to call this man. You see this? You see this? I finally had to call this man. Now he finally want to accept the challenge, Tony. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? He up there AEW. He at AEW. He watching matches. I'm about to go be in a match. I'm about to go work out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get prepared, Tony. So you know what? Let's go ahead and wrap this on up. I got the gym to head to. The Prime's about to get ready. Y'all be ready soon. It's gonna be Nevon McDonald versus DLo the Prime Smith. If I lose, if I just so happen to lose to that shrimp looking, I ain't gonna say the word, but I have just so happen to lose to him, I'll be gone forever. I'll be out of here. I'll be gone. That's what we're gonna do. I'll be gone.
But if you win,
if I win, see, you know what I'm saying? I'll finally bring some legitimacy to NUW. You know what I'm saying? I'll finally give people a chance as a champion, not screw them over like Nevon McDonald be doing all those fellas up there. I can look at property up there in Jersey right now. Matter of fact, I'm about to start looking. I'm about to go on Zillow right now. I'm about to look at property in New Jersey because that's where I'm about to move next. I'm about to go from Alabama up to Jersey so I can defend that title the right way, hold that title the right way, better than Nevon McDonald can ever do because that's the only way the prime can do. And matter of fact, what that say right there, Mr. Awesome, what that say right there, that says, we are gathered here today. That's why I'm going to be screaming up and down New Jersey. That's going to be screaming outside of Nevon McDonald's house. We are gathered here today. The gathered nations out there is going to be behind my back. I'm going to hold that purple and gray title up, and I'm going to show Nevon McDonald what a real champion is. Because Nevon McDonald don't know what a real champion is. He never been a real champion. He never going to be a real champion. I told you this earlier. Novin, he is the seed of Novin. And what that makes him, a devil. He's a devil's child. And I'm the Holy Ghost. I'm the Holy Ghost of wrestling. We are gathered here today. We are gathered here today, ladies and gentlemen. Because the prime is going to take down the king. That's what y'all got to get ready for. Get ready for it. We're going to give y'all a show. We're going to give y'all a show no other. Because the prime is back. The prime is going to remain back. And the prime is going to be a champion. The right way. The right champion. I want you to remember that, Tony. Don't be biased. I want you to remember that. The right champion. It's going to be the right champion. A match for the right champion.
Hey, like I said, it's going to be a match 4+ years in the making. And something
4+ years
a lot of people, including myself, have waited to see. So
that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
I see what I come back to now. I see what we're coming with today. DLo Prime Time Smith, the Prime, and I'm here basking in his presence right now with the shades on and all, and he's talking about Nevon McDonald. I see. It's kind of giving me some deja vu here because I remember he came back when he wasn't even on the show. He came through, and DLo, you guys made a moment when all you had to say was, holy hail. And you know what? I think we're about to see something like that in the future. I think you're going to make him say those exact words when you step up in his grill, when you look him dead in his eye as he realizes, oh shit, I have no idea what I just stepped into. Because he's about to look Smith dead in his eye and realize we are gathered here today to see the king of the mountain get his ass whipped.
Yes, sir. See, Mr. Awesome, that's why you awesome. Because once Nevon McDonald hear those bell rings and my theme song drop, I want the fear of God to run through his body. I want that fear to run through him. I want his heart to be pounded. I want him to have butterflies. I want him to know that his reign of terror in NUW is over. The king is getting dethroned. The king will fall. That's what he need to realize, that every kingdom, every empire must fall. I'm here to do that.
just got a little music background. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
Well, DLo, I don't know how much of the scene you've been scoping around while you've been on your time since Biddy 4, but Nevon, as we know, has been making a name for himself around the scene. Everybody, I tweeted you once before. I think it's some deep down, I think it stuck with you. Nevon's getting called out by all these new cats all around the community. These guys that could be flash in the pans or they could be the next superstars of the community. Everybody keeps calling him out. He shows up to new arenas year after year. He's consistent. He has not gone away, and he's made his way back to your neck of the woods. He's made it back to VTW as of recent day. DLo, he's holding the UWF NY Heavyweight Championship as of current day. He's holding the NUW Undisputed Championship as of current day. Are you going to allow Nevon McDonald, who just is fresh off of a loss at Christmas Chaos, are you going to allow him to be walking into your foundation and take the VTW World Heavyweight Championship? Are you going to allow that, or are you going to step into the ring and make sure he does not?
Look here, Mr. Austin, let me tell you something. I've been busting my ass trying to impress not only this community back, I want the Gather Nation back. I was once the most exciting guy in BTW to see. I was improving. I was getting there. I always want to learn. I always want to learn something new. One thing I want to learn is I want to learn how to be a champion. You know, I want to learn how to be, like I said earlier, the right champion. I don't want to be a champion that take the coward's way out. I don't want to be a champion that do low blows. I don't want to be a champion that use a guitar. I don't want to be that kind of champion. No. I want to be the champion to use what God gave me right here. You know, that's what I've been taught. That's the way I've been raised. You know, God gave you these arms, these muscles to use them, to utilize them. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you and the Gather Nation out there. I want y'all to come back. I want you to assemble them back because I need all the hype. I need all of y'all together so I can dethrone the king of the mountain. Cool. Nevon McDonald's a legend in this community. I ain't going to take that from him. I'm not going to knock him from it. He is consistent. He has been in the ring. He has stayed in the ring. That's one thing he got on me, but is he stronger than me? No. Can he drink more beer than me? No, he cannot. Can he hold his weight up? No. Nevon, we may have the same blood in us, but he don't have my heart. He doesn't have the heart. He doesn't have it. He doesn't. He cannot out wrestle me. He can't do it. He can't do it. He won't do it. So there's never going to be no doubt in me. I know I can beat Nevon McDonald. And I will beat Nevon McDonald. And if I can't beat Nevon McDonald, there's no reason for me to come back here. I'll be gone. I'll be gone from good. That's all I have to say.
Well, damn, that tells me what I need to know. It seems Aaron Jones may be seeking out the last emotion, but I think Nevon McDonald, the king of the mountain, as far as BYW is concerned, DLo Smith is coming for your head. I think he's been putting them hours in the gym for quite some time right now, and I don't think he's going to allow too much of a no or too much of these Twitter talks to keep persisting. I think DLo is coming for you, Nevon. That much I do know.
He will know. He's going to know. He's going to have to find out. He's going to have a rude awakening. Very rude awakening.
So it would seem.
And if he wins, I'm gone. If he wins, I'm gone. I'm done. That's all I have to say about that.
Shows how much it means to you.
It does. It means a lot. I want something that my son and my daughter can all see, you know what I'm saying? Can look back on YouTube. It's gonna be forever, you know.
Sure.
They're like, yeah, my dad's a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? My dad's not only a wrestler, but he is the prime. He's DLo the Prime Smith. And that name is gonna stick by in the BYW community forever. And I'm gonna make sure it does as NUW champion.
Well, damn.
Now I know a thing or two about NEW now, so I mean, if prime time is going to be on the prime time spot, hey, that's what the main event is all about. It's about being prime time, and DLo Smith knows a thing or two about world champions. He's hung out with them. He's been there. He's changed VTW alongside Jamal Payne and KC Chambers. Now, could history repeat itself with himself in the limelight? He said he wanted to be the leader. And it's his chance. If he gets that shot, he's got that chance to very well do it.
Oh yeah, I want it. I've been wanting to. I mean, I think it's time, man. It's time. It's time. It's time for me to take a big step, ahead. I'm ready to be a champion. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm gonna take Devon's belt. And everybody in UW, once I win that belt, it's free game. Come get it the right way. You don't have to worry about me screwing you over. You don't have to worry about none of that. You don't have to worry about my twisted father to come. You don't have to worry about none of that. The McDonald family is going down. They're gonna realize who the dominant race, not race, sorry. Who's the dominant family?
There we go.
Man, I lost, man. That's the thing. I'm not even on 100%. That's just, I'm not even on 100%. That was just 10%. That's the crazy thing. That was just 10%. But man, I think I got some food waiting for me downstairs. My wife blowing my phone up.
All right. Well, this is a good place to end the show.
Yeah, that's fine. Me, man. Hey, Tom, we gotta do it again. We can't do not another 4 years, man. Not another 4 years. I think matter of fact, we should do a Devon, once you see this, we should do a promo off right here on Tony's show. I think that would be perfect. Wouldn't that be perfect, Tony?
I think it'd be great.
Off? I want to see what set Nevon McDonald has. I want to see what set I want to see if he really is my family, because our set's big over here on the Smith side. I just want to see what his set is at. I just want to know.
Sounds great.
Hey, DLo, before we all cut this off, do you remember what Nevon said on the Biddy 5 review show? Do you remember? Did you catch him in that state? What he was saying? I remember he says something about DLo Smith. I'm coming for your motherfucking ass. So I think the writing's on the wall right here. I think some people are gonna be stepping in some stuff they don't want to.
It's really hilarious. It's just hilarious. It makes me laugh when he says stuff like that. He really think he can fight. He really think he can be toe to toe with me. I hate to take Roman Reigns quotes, but I take dumps bigger than Nevon McDonald. I mean, I'm sorry. I take dumps bigger than Nevon McDonald. I'm sorry. I think my son weighed more than Nevon McDonald. I can pick him up with my 2 fingers right here. I can pick Nevon up like that. I'm not worried. I'm not worried, Mr. Awesome. I'm not worried. Y'all should know that I'm coming out with that belt. I'm leaving with that belt. I promise you. And it's gonna be real soon. But yeah, Tony, we're gonna do a promo. I'm go ahead and put it up on Twitter. I'm challenging him to a promo off before our match. Before we have our match, we're gonna have a promo off and watch I dust his ass on this good internet.
As soon as we get done,
on Al Gore's internet, I'm about to embarrass Nevon McDonald's on Al Gore's internet. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, if anybody's gonna host something like that, I think Tony kind of has the rights to it.
Hey, I take it. I mean, it all started here 4 years ago, so.
But all right. Well, all right, fellas. Man, I had a blast on here. I really did. I gotta try to get to this food. My wife fucking about to kill me.
All right, well, we'll see what we can come up with.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do this promo off. Let me embarrass Nevon one good time. Yeah, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it that way.
All right, but for that, then you need to go.
One last.
Go ahead.
Oh, we say, brother?
I was just setting the scene to set us off. So
oh yeah. Let me finish off with this right here. Tony Talks Wrestling. We are gathered here today to finish off what DLo, Mr. Awesome, and Tiger has to say. DLo Smith signing out. Nevon McDonald, get ready for an ass whooping. See you, brothers.
See you. With that, thank you, DLo Smith, for coming on. Mr. Awesome, you got anything last words you want to say before I hit this video and take us out?
Well, not much. I'm gonna keep it short on people. Subscribe to Tiger Talks Wrestling. Better be prepared. Oh well, that's quite a quote. Be prepared
All
for
right.
what's coming with prime time. Uh, Stay tuned on the NUW champion. I think he's in focus right now. The NUW champion. What's his next move? Nevon McDonald. The chessboard is here. Make your move. And
It's your turn.
what else? I got some stuff to catch up on.
Yeah, who doesn't? For me, this is the first one of the new year. We'll see what happens from here. I have nothing planned in the near future, but now maybe something new and exciting to do. Again, best wishes out to the families of Avery Hoke. We're going to miss him very much in this community, as they will. For that, DLo has issued the challenge. Nevon, we await your answer. You ready for a promo off? That's the question. Helps if I have it.